and then being in a room over and hearing it scream its head off when somebody's cracking its ribs.
It's over for Allie Carter, y'all, because she just got kidnapped, and her family is on the internet begging us to help them find her before it's too late. Apparently, the people who kidnapped her haven't even called to ask for ransom, and that's what's really worrying her family, because that means her kidnapping wasn't about money. They snatched her up under the orders of someone powerful in the industry, and the fear is they don't intend to bring her back alive. Just a week ago, Allie went live to tell everyone that she and her family had to relocate because some strange men broke into their home and vandalized the entire place. Clearly, whoever these people were didn't give up, because they found her again and snatched her from wherever she was staying. As I said, just a few days ago before she got kidnapped, Allie updated us about her safety and explained why she and her family had been hunted like animals. She said she was afraid they were going to take her out, and warned that if she turned up missing or dead, it was definitely because of them. It turns out people had been paid to come after her and her family, and they even broke into her house to ransack it for evidence against the people they were working for. She actually went live to show us the aftermath, and y'all, it looked really bad. Luckily for her, she wasn't home when it happened, but the destruction left behind made it very clear. They were coming for her.
You get pressured, attacked, stalked, and hunted down for your own information. You get abused and re-victimized again by people who wanted to argue a back and forth this week like that fucking mattered. Okay, you had Stu Peters and Timothy Charles Homestead going back and forth, and nobody has even bothered. Not that I give a damn, and not that I understand that you guys are gonna be that selfish, but nobody has bothered to apologize for all the hell that has happened. But you guys were arguing back and forth, and in that meantime, we lost our home. You don't believe me? Here you go. What once was a full house, we were still paying rent on our house. What we were doing this whole time was moving everything because our house is gone. Our house is gone. This is the speaking out. What was our beautiful 3-bedroom acre home on 21225 Standing Rock Avenue, because everybody has the address, because organizations that were attached to Marks, Sawyer, and many other organizations decided to put out the address, my license plate to one of my cars, and many other of my. So here you go. You can have it, right? Because this is what happens when you speak out. This is what happens when you tell all the truth. This is what happens when you decided to stand up for the children, and when you understand that survivors don't just get to do a seminar, and when you understand that survivors don't just get to just be and then show up somewhere and talk and monetize everything that they're saying. When you realize that that's bullshit, then you will understand. Look at the tactics and pay attention. Pay attention. I'm still not asking you for a damn thing but to wake up. I'm not asking you for a damn thing but just to get outside. I don't give a damn about money, numbers on my platforms. You can have all of it. You took everything. The only thing that I give a shit about right now is the fact that there is a baby in the way. There's babies in the way. There are people that I love that I can't get out of the way. What am I supposed to do when the people in the authority that you're supposed to go to, you can't go to them?
Now, when it comes to the main reason why the industry is after her, it's actually a lot messier than you might think. Allie has been speaking out for a while now, but recently she went even further. She leaked major tea about Diddy's alleged activities involving secret camps and disturbing incidents from the past. She claimed that horrible things allegedly happened at these places, and that she personally witnessed some of them while working in the industry. Allie didn't specify where these events took place, but said she saw these things herself and revealed that many young victims didn't make it out, while the few who did were forever changed.
But right now, I think a lot of people are not ready for someone to tell you that there are 3-4-year-olds that people take pride in sticking bars up children. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people tie 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old children to horse stables and have horses and dogs race them, and then they get off on that. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people hang children upside down in satanic ritual abuse meetings, and they literally hang them. Literally, by metal prongs, they hang them to get blood dripping out of them, and people go up under and like you're under a rainfall to take their blood. There are situations that I don't think people are ready for. We're not touching the seriousness of trafficking. Like, the videos that I've made, the videos that I've started to make, this is not even touching. This is the gist of it, and I think so many people are quick to raise a sign and say adrenochrome, but you don't know what it means, and you don't know why it's such a thing, why it's such a strong thing in trafficking, and how what makes it so strong. What, you know that they're drinking children's blood, but you don't know what they're doing to those children to make their blood strong enough to cause something to flip your system in order to keep you in the fountain of youth. No one believes that because it sounds like an unreal horror Disney movie that someone wrote. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of is.
Now, some of y'all might be wondering whose kids were involved and why the police didn't investigate. Well, Allie said that many of these kids were actually brought into the United States from poor countries. According to her, some families, due to desperation, gave up their children, which is why they weren't reported missing. And honestly, this checks out when you remember that Diddy was arrested on serious federal charges. The indictment said he relied on employees, resources, and the influence of his business empire to engage in crimes like forced labor, kidnapping, bribery, and obstruction of justice. If you thought that was shocking, Allie dropped even more disturbing claims about Diddy's parties allegedly involving underage individuals. However, we're not going to get into graphic details. Just know, the allegations pointed to extremely disturbing behavior that deeply harmed the young victims.
Watching an episode called Pig Night, when I went, they tried to feed us, and I remember it because when
Pig
you
Night.
have to do
Say what?
orders, jobs like that, you don't eat. You're not allowed to eat. You actually have to starve yourself, because when you have to do those type of jobs, you can't eat because you will throw up.
Really?
If you are doing, or if you are a guy doing sex, you will shit everywhere.
Oh boy.
When this happens, your parents will get mad at you. Really mad at you. And if that is a fetish for someone, they use that to their advantage. So if you throw up on someone, you will have to eat it. If you someone, you will have to lay in it.
But beyond Diddy, Allie dropped some even more shocking revelations. She claimed that the late Tupac Shakur is allegedly her biological father. According to Allie, she wasn't acknowledged by Tupac's family because a nurse allegedly swapped her with another baby after birth, causing her to lose connection with him. Allie also said Tupac is alive, and if he doesn't come out to claim her, she's prepared to release all the proof and reveal his whereabouts to the public.
Tupac, you won't be able to hide from the public if I do. Okay? Anybody that was in my biological family as surrogates, they know damn well what I'm talking about. All of y'all know what I'm talking about. And if something happens to this woman right here, that's the only person that I will ever consider. She is my mother. I know nothing else. So somebody touch my mama, it won't be a Sandra Bland situation. You guys will be seeing us on t-shirts. And I'm down with that because we know where we're going. But if insurance releases insurance, you release everything. And I mean everything. If a song comes on, I'm cleaning out my closet. Everybody knows what that means. So I want to tell you now, I know a lot of shit that I should not know. I haven't even got to the facilities. I haven't even got to things where things are buried. Why do I know cases that were in San Bernardino in 2005 when I was a child? I know a lot of shit that I haven't put off yet because every time I do, you guys see what kind of hell that we get. So like I said, Tupac, you know what I'm talking about, and you won't even be able to hide from your own family.
She definitely had everybody shook. She didn't stop there either. Allie also accused Akon of inappropriate behavior related to her friend. She claimed that after being invited to a party by Akon and one of his friends from Dubai, she and her friend were allegedly given drinks that were tampered with. Once the effects set in, Allie's friend was allegedly assaulted by Akon's friend. However, Allie admitted that despite what happened to her friend, she wasn't mad at Akon and even ended up spending time with him afterward. This left a lot of people confused and concerned about her mindset during the situation.
We were taken to these houses, really nice houses. Before we were told to go to a room, we were in the living room, and I was sitting with Akon and my friend was sitting with his friend who was from Dubai. They still didn't do a test or do a sample that they could do. So his friend fisted my friend. He beat her. She fought him, and it made things worse. You're not allowed to help. You're not allowed to, you're not allowed to flinch. You're not allowed to get angry. So I didn't help her. And I'm really sorry. And she got hurt. She bled a lot, and she got really sick. And I didn't get to see her anymore after that. So I didn't cry. I didn't get mad with Akon. I didn't get mad at all. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't asking him to let me go. I didn't get mad at him. I did what he said. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't brutal. It wasn't bad. It wasn't hurt me.
Clearly, all these things Allie has been exposing have angered the wrong people, and now they're after her life. Normally, Allie would be active on IG Live, spilling tea and talking to her fans. But now, she's just silent. Her family still doesn't know where she is. They've reportedly filed a missing persons report, but no real updates have come yet. Of course, people online had strong feelings about this whole situation. One person said, she's not Tupac's child, but that doesn't mean what she said about Diddy wasn't true. She's been speaking out for years and no one paid her any attention. I just hope she's safe and protected. Another commented, these people are sick. These are kids we're talking about. They even mentioned that Suge Knight had spoken about Akon before and suggested that Allie had been hurt since childhood, affecting her reasoning and decisions. And honestly, it's heartbreaking to think about. This is bigger than just celebrity drama. This is about real lives being at risk. Now tell me, what do y'all think about Allie getting kidnapped? Do you think Diddy might have had something to do with it? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.